Okay, so we're going to look at the opening of round 2. I chose different handling. I basically, on the left, we have my first run where I chose comfortable handling, and on the right, we have my second run where I chose aggressive handling. And what you'll see here is I'm going to get basically the same line from 1 to 2. But I'm setting myself up to handle this loop from 2 to 3 to 4 quite differently. And I think I thought that I would probably get a slightly wider line here with the handling on the right, and I think that's a little tiny bit true, but not too different. But I mean, notice that what's interesting to me is, so she's going to take off on the left here for this jump 3 much earlier. So she's already in the air on the left, just taking off on the right. But with my handling over here on the right, I did the reverse spin, or I'm not really sure what the technical term would be there, K-turn, Yako turn, whatever you want to call it, to get more collection. And what that's going to create is, even though she lands later, she's going to get quite a bit tighter line. She's going to take one less stride. On the right, she's going to take 3 strides in between jumps 3 and 4, and on the left, she'll take 4 strides, which sets her up to be in the air over jump 4 earlier than she's in the air over jump 4 on the left. And let's just move her up to where she breaks the plane of the tunnel, right there. It's not a big difference, but I'm going to say right there. So about a 1/10 of a second difference, I would say. Not huge, but those things do add up. Okay, now we are going to look at this part in the middle of round 2 where there was a bi-directional tunnel. The blue tunnel in the middle of the arena is bi-directional, and I chose to run it once one way and once in the other direction. So I have her lined up at the entrance to the far tunnel. This is not, I don't think, a perfect comparison because so on the left, where I have my round 1 handling, where I did a tunnel throttle, I sent her a little wider on this turn from the tunnel to the blue jump. You can see she's outside the wing on the left there, where she never goes that far out on the right. However, that does actually set her up on a better line for the tunnel throttle anyway, but not a perfect comparison, I don't think. However, we will go with it. So one thing I will say is I think the execution on both of these was pretty good in terms of like her line and speed to the tunnel throttle entry was really pretty. Her turn out of the tunnel on the right here, where she's having to make the sharp turn out of the tunnel, also really pretty. I was worried when I chose the tunnel throttle option that it would be easier to get a wide turn out of that tunnel. So I really wanted to control that when I sent her straight into the tunnel and had the sharp turn out of the tunnel. But what we're going to see here, I'm just going to time her until she's back in, or back into this far tunnel. So right here, she's going to break the plane on the right, which was my second round handling, or second run of the second round, and then right there she's entering on the left, which was my first run, so a 1/10, 0.18 second difference. Make of that what you will. All right, I am just recording the ending here so that we can see what the difference in the time for the complete runs is. You'll have to take my word for it that I started her in this analysis over the start jump at the same time, just like I did in the first analysis. So again, on the right, we have my more aggressive run because I already had the clean run in the first round. And you can see pretty clearly that the run on the right is going to win. But let's see by how much. So we'll look for her to break the plane of the jump right there. Put us a timer and then wait for her to break the plane of the jump on the side. So a half a second faster. That is not surprising. So anyway, I hope that was fun for you guys and interesting. Let me know if you liked it.